Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading from the 16th to the 23rd of October 2023. So this is going to be general guidance messages from the 16th to the 23rd. Okay, so if you want a private reading, it is in the iDot. There's brand new readings in store. Divine Masculine 2024 is on deal again if you want to check it out. So it's amazing. People have already booked in. They've started getting it. I've had amazing compliments. So it will cover the whole of 2024 and just go into what you can expect in so many ways. So check it out in the iDot. Like the video, comment. I know I haven't been around, but there's a lot going on. Okay, so I haven't had the energy. I've had a lot going on in my life. There is a lot going on, but I just wanted to show up this week and really try to get as many readings out as possible. If you want to join me locals community, it is below. I think Pisces know what I'm talking about, right? We are truly tuned in, and fuck is it dark out here, right? Like, just trying to even survive people's fucking deep demonic entities and like energy in general is like heavy. I feel like for Pisces, like Pisces really struggle with all this matrix and all this 3D reality and just the deception, and that could be a big message on the back end of the eclipse in Libra for yous this week. So we've got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can be people who are acting childish. It can be people who are immature. It can be people who are not communicating. We've got the Strength card. So I think for Pisces, you're absorbing a lot of primal energy this week. So it could be people who are aggressive, because Pisces is psychic. So Pisces can really struggle to function because as it's moving within the world, we're picking up the undercurrent. So, you know, people do the whole fake shit, don't they? They smile at you, they act like they're safe. But Pisces is standing there going, yeah, get the fuck away from me, you demon. You know, because we can just read your body, right? Like we know what you are, right? I mean, Pisces are this psychic that when we've got a cunt tuning in, we know it's tuning in. We know where it's coming from. We know what's coming next. So I've got a Pisces moon. So yeah, I feel like for you, the Matrix is kind of making you crazy. Just reality in general, people in general, because they're so fake. So fake. And Pisces is like, for fuck's sake, this is just too much. So some of you might be hiding away in your cave because you just don't want to deal with the world, you don't want to deal with people. Some of you are being forced out the cave because you'd have to go to your job, you'd have to do certain things. But yeah, I would say Pisces is really struggling because you're picking up on the undercurrents of danger, you're picking up on the undercurrents of anger, bad energy. You can read people's thoughts, so this can be difficult when you've got to engage with them. But you know, you can put these abilities to good use, right? Which is be a psychic, be someone who tunes in for people, be an empath, right? But I do think Pisces needs to protect its shield, so you need to start putting protective shields around yourself, and you need to start taking this stuff seriously because it's not a joke. You know, and it can be exhausting when you're constantly going around in society and you're just getting these evil eyes and these dark energies constantly hitting your field. So yeah, the Seven of Cups reversed. I do think Pisces needs to raise its frequency. Okay, because you might be bringing in a lot of primal energies, so people who are very primal based, and you might be bringing in a lot of your fears, but it's because of the frequency that you're tuning into, okay? Again, now's not the time for naivety. I think some of you, when it comes to an Aries specifically, you're just being naive with this person. Like, this person doesn't love you. Okay? So, I think it's really hard because I think people just want to be loved, like they especially Pisces, but I feel like there's just so many people out here who've got their own issues, they've got their own inner conflicts, they're being highly propagandized. Like, some of you are just being naive again in the face of this Aries. Like, this Aries doesn't give a fuck. Sometimes it's really difficult to admit that you give every bit of fuck about a person, but that you mean nothing to them. It's so difficult. But that's what I'm getting here. It's like, sometimes, you know, be aware of your own delusions with the Seven of Cups reversed, right? See things as they are. See people as they are, not who you wish them to be. The Ace of Pentacles. I think some of you need to work on your root chakra. You also need to work on your security, your money. That's a big message here. You can't really retreat at this time. Like, you need to be out there in the world making coin, making bag, making, you know, like, I know my life got into a very messy place because I was in that Pisces moon and I was struggling to function. And when you go into that place, you're not focused on reality and God, and especially in the times that we're in. So the message here as a Pisces moon or a Pisces sun is be careful and know you don't want to deal with the world. Who does? Let's be honest. Right? It is fucking horrible out here. Right? But the other side of the coin is your survival, your ability to function is dependent on you going out into the world, making stuff happen, doing your job, etc. Okay? Some of you might need to think about a new job though. Okay? Because I feel like your boss, you could have a lot of conflicts with your boss because this person has different motivations. They're just not functional like you. These are like people who are it's all about ambition. They don't really think about how they're affecting other people. They just want to win. And these people can be exhausting and they can be really disconnected and they don't really care. So I really feel like for you, you might need to think about a better environment to work in, because it could also just be the people that you'd have to deal with are like aggressive, rude, insulting, exhausting. Queen of Swords with the Ace of Swords. This could also be going to a counsellor, okay? This could be going to a tarot reader yourself. But the Queen of Swords can also be someone who's a very good speaker or teacher. And this could be you. You know? So maybe you'll build your own consultancy business. Maybe you'll start to think about building a podcast, healing business, whatever, right? Things where you're able to speak and express how you feel. Okay, so I got the Death card. So on the back end of the eclipse in Libra, this is also about the Death card, so it's accepting that changes need to take place, and it's also about understanding that other people are making changes, and the changes that these people are making are going to affect you. That's what people are doing now, right? If they want to change YouTube, if they want to change whatever, right, they just change it on a dime, and if you get thrown under the bus, well, it is what it is. Like, there's no respect anymore. You're not even told. They just do it. Like, that's where it's at. You know? And so many people are being destabilised because people are just making choices without thinking about how they're affecting other people. It's like, oh, well, it's got to be done. I heard a landlord for some years, so some years with that, I feel like the Hierophant can be a place you live, it can be a job, it can be people who are making decisions that can seriously affect your stability and your security. This could be a bank manager. This is just people who are deciding what they're deciding. It's non-negotiable. You don't get to negotiate it, you don't get to contest it. We said, and you just need to accept it. And that's it. Okay, so what else have we got? Two of Wands. So you need to prepare for big life changes that are coming, but I don't think that it's you who's making the changes, it's other people, and that's what's even more concerning. Take it from someone who it happened to, right? I had a very successful YouTube. Everybody who watches me knows I'm very good at what I do. This is not about how good you are, how talented you are. It's about dog behaviour. It's about people who lack morality. It's about people who are about themselves. They'll use you, they'll exploit you, and when you're no longer convenient, they'll throw you under the bus. And that's it. Okay? So, and don't listen to the fake cunts who are all like, oh, you know, she fell off and it's because of this and it's because of that. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's the truth is now the lies is now the truth, and that's it. It's... People will choose the path of convenience over the path of what's right. People will throw people under the bus fast to protect themselves and their own interests and their people. So I think with Pisces, you better wake the fuck up, because someone just isn't who they appear to be. Okay? The minute that they're affected, they'll get rid of you. Whether it be in a job, a landlord, a bank, like, you need to start protecting your interests, because I feel like with you, there's someone around you who's about to make big changes, and these changes are going to affect your world in a big way. The Lovers. I feel like for some of you, something is going to break your heart. So I feel like what breaks your heart is that someone chooses somebody else. The good stuff is moving forward. The good stuff is preparing for the good and the bad. The good stuff is that everything's just in its natural state right now, because we're in the age of Aquarius. So really, it's not humans who are making choices, it's the gods, it's the devil. Humans are just puppets, right? They're just a vessel that's being used. And what's happening is, because so many humans were living in delusions, the universe has just stepped in to move everything back into its natural, like nature. Nature doesn't aim to destroy people. But listen, if it wants a great storm to regenerate itself and you're in the way, well, you're going to have to get out the way. Sorry. And that's it. So, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting kind of like you're in the way in some way with a person, in a company, a landlord, something like that. But I feel like whatever this change is that this person makes, it profoundly, profoundly affects you. It will destabilize you. Take it from someone, like, honestly, like, I did nothing wrong. And that's where we're at. They do not care. The level of savagery, and I just say to them when they reach out and they talk to me like we're friends, I just say, you do know it's coming for you, right? You do understand what you're doing. We're good, right? They're like, look, Elisa, it just is what, yeah, no worries. Play that game with someone else. Wrong, bitch. What you're doing is fucking me and profoundly affecting my life and taking what I rightfully work for, and then you want to act like me friend? We're not friends. And what's coming for you is coming for you, and it will be fair and it will be just. And as Pisces, that's what I want you to understand, right? It's important to act right. You might not like people very much right now, but just remember, right, we all affect each other. Try to be decent, right? Try not to keep your head down. Be careful with your moods. If you have to be quiet, right? But just be careful, because this affects other people. And be careful with the choices that you're making, because this is affecting people, right? The moon card reversed. I do think you need to get your head out your arse, though. Definitely. There's something big coming for you, and the decision is being made by another person. And I feel like these people are savages. They're not nice people. They lack nice to your face. They all do that. What they do is, as they fuck people, they justify their own conscience. Right. And you need to basically be like awake and not naive now, and just preparing, because whatever this thing is that's coming into your world, it's going to be different for all of yous. Some of yous it's going to be your home, it's going to be a rise in rental. Some of yous it's going to be your banks closing down. Some of yous it could be your PayPal account, it could be your YouTube, it could be whatever they decide. Could be your universal credit if you get like, they're just doing whatever they want at this point, and you get to say nothing. Nothing. You know the way it used to be if people were making big choices that affected you, you got to contest. Not now, because we said so. You know, it's like, and I think some of you right now, you feel very hurt by what's happening in the world, but it'll toughen you up. Okay, you need these type of people. It will toughen you up, it will awaken you up, and from there you will become a powerful person in this earth. And that's it. You know, some of you, as you're seeing your own friends, family, a lot of people, like, the pain that people feel is something that is beyond words. It's beyond words. It's disgusting what people are becoming. It's beyond words. And no wonder our younger generation is acting the way that they're acting, with this as examples. It's getting crazy, okay? So, I feel like for Pisces, but like also some of you feel alone, but be careful who you're connecting with. Because some of them, they're just going to reel you in. They're going to toy with you, they're going to play with you. You got to be careful when you're vulnerable, because when you're vulnerable, you're looking to people to grab you, naturally, but just be careful with that. Okay? You're only going to get one thing when you're vulnerable, and it's going to be predators or other weak people. I think Pisces needs to pull itself up, get intelligent, think with your head, be sharp. I feel like for you, remember we talked in the beginning, your instinct is telling you what's coming. Pisces are massively psychic, so you can anticipate what's coming. You already know what's coming for you. You already know who's going to fuck you. You already know how they're going to do it. Your job is to listen and to prepare, okay? Like, and not think, oh no, deep down they won't do that. Oh, they fucking will. The Lord said go to the devil, and my God, did humans go to the devil. Okay, right, anything else for Pisces this week? The Six of Wands. I feel like some of you, you're just dealing with a typical fuckboy situation, so you're just dealing with like a typical G who thinks he's it. I feel like the message here is just don't deceive yourself about certain people. Don't think that like I feel like for the Pisces woman or man, for the Pisces man it could be this Queen of Swords chooses someone else. For the Pisces woman it could be that this fire sign chooses someone else, or he's got options. Two of Cups reversed. But in general, I am going to say that there is going to be definitely something in the next 1 week to 8 weeks, but it could be the next 1 day to 8 days. And this is a person who ends up very, very disappointed or very affected by the actions another person takes. This is someone who's disloyal to us. This is someone who breaks with a contract. This is somebody who tells us they don't want a relationship. Definitely. Some of you might have already been through this. So you might have already been through this experience, and now it's really about rebuilding yourself and seeing the blessings in what's been done to you, even though that can be difficult in the aftermath of being betrayed or destroyed or whatever your thing is. Some years you could have went through a death. Some years it could be a transition that's about to take place. Because for me, the Two of Wands, this would be someone's life is coming to an end. Some of you who are in dark places right now, you could have suicidal thoughts. You know, because when life gets really, really brutal, it can feel like living is, you know. But you're tougher than this, right? You can overcome whatever this loss is or whatever this betrayal is. But I do think your eyes need to be open. You know. And some of you might be kind of getting at yourself because you might be judging yourself for letting this person do this to you. But we all fuck up. There's a beauty in naivety. There's a beauty in innocence. It's not calculating. It's not nasty. You know? But I do think it's a time where, especially the kind of climate that we're living in, just what humans are becoming. Look at Hamas. Look at Israel. Look at what they're doing to each other. They're killing innocent babies. For what, Roch? For what? Like, what are you even doing? You know? But they'll all justify. And they'll all project and deflect, right? So humans are becoming massively reactive, revengeful, nasty, spiteful, calculating. You know? And the ends justify the means. And that's it. And I think for Pisces, like some of you know, this is also clients you're working with, people you're working with, people who you're around. Like, you can't really dupe Pisces because Pisces just knows who people are. We just read them like a book. I don't care what you're presenting to me. I already know what you are. Okay? But I also feel like some of you have got energetic attachments. So you've got all this dark shit that's happening in you. It's not you, it's the clients you've been working with, it's the people you've been sleeping with, it's the people you've been connected to. I feel like some of you Pisces need to clear out your frequency. You know? I feel like a big message for you is that you can only be in deception for so long before your eyes are truly opened. And that's the problem with Pisces timeline in this reality. Like, most of these matrix, they know it's fake, but they just play it. They play along with it, yeah? But whereas Pisces, because we sense it all, we can't do that. And that's it. You feel so deeply. You're connected so deeply. So you just don't get to, like, pretend that it's not there when it's there. Like, that's just not part of your reality. It's not part of your timeline. But honestly, I'm going to say this, like, some of you better wise up, and you better wise up fast. Because whatever this thing is, it's going to seriously affect your life. It might have already happened. It's going to be a big transition. And it's not you making the decision, it's somebody else. And I'm not saying this to scare you. You can take it however you want. Like, I'm doing it to help you. Okay? So I've coached people all over the world. I've predicted things for people all over the world. I know what I'm talking about. It's why they came so hard for me. Because I predicted the fucking pandemic down to a T. I also predicted the nuclear war. That wasn't even there. So anyone who's half of the truth, mate, they fucking go for you. They want you done. And the best way to hit you is in your reputation, in your money, in everything, right? You know? They're coming for us. It's a life or death. It's your survival. It's everything now. But just be careful about the people you try to grab onto, because most of them, as you grab onto them, be like the fucking Titanic where they're drowning you to survive. I feel sick. Honestly, I feel sick. You know, so toughen up, right? Show up for yourself. Try to be rational. Get rid of people who deep down you just know that they're just not good company to keep, because they're the people who the signals are showing you they will fuck you. Wake up, get your head in the game, be practical, be level-headed, don't be paranoid, don't worry, we don't need you. Thanks for showing me. I think that's what a lot of people should say now, like, thank you. Could be worse, I could be you. Lying next to someone who you're fucking cheating on or lying to. I could be a fucking demon. You know? I mean, it could be worse. I mean, yeah, my shit's mad. It's crazy. But I could be you. And that's far worse. You know? So, yeah, you're emotional and you're kind and you're kind of naive, but you're also authentic and pure. But you got to make sure that the people who get that are truly, truly worthy, because if you give it to predators, they'll just destroy you. So whatever this thing is, just prepare. It could be coming in the next couple of weeks. It could be coming between 1 and 8 days. It could be the next 7 weeks. But some years, I'm telling you what now, you could watch your other signs as well. Someone is going to make a decision in your world, and this is not a small decision. It is cataclysmic. Okay, this is something where basically it can destabilize your whole reality. Okay, so you have to have your eyes open, and like I said, because you're tuned in, you'll already know what this is. The minute you watch this reading, you'll know. You'll see the vision of the person. You'll see where it's coming from. You'll know. Now, some years ago, a negative bitch and turn the video off. Okay, no worries. When it comes, don't say you weren't warned. This is another thing, right? Naivety is where someone is honestly telling you the truth and yet you're rejecting the truth. And then it happens and then you sit there crying about it. Me too. You know, I saw the signals with YouTube for a long time. Certain people I knew. And I just turned a blind eye and I had bad reactions. And did I pay the price? Massively. So listen or don't. But I think the good stuff for you this week is that you're really coming to enlightenment. The Hangman. Some of yours, these changes down the road are going to be beneficial to you. Okay, what's being revealed, things that are being severed, you know, the scales will be balanced, karma will be served. But I feel like the good stuff is that with the Hangman, you're going to start to truly, truly see things as they are. Right, some of years I'm going to be really honest as well, and I'll finish with this. This person is going to make a big move in your life, and at first it's going to be painful, it's going to be disruptive, it's going to be really difficult to deal with. But on the other side of it is where you're going to truly, truly going to come to your power. You're going to wake up. You're going to start to make the right choices, and on the back end of it, you'll be actually glad. But your eyes need to be open to whatever this is that's coming for you personally. Okay, check out your other signs because that might help. And check the iDot. You can book a face-to-face. You can book the 2024, whatever you need. If you're not in a good place right now, call up, you know, Samaritans, people, you just talk to someone, right? Some of you need to protect yourself at this time. Because like I said, some of you, this might have already happened. You might be sitting there going, yeah, I already know what it is. But now it's all about picking up the pieces, rebuilding yourself, looking after yourself, nurturing yourself, speaking to people who are kind-hearted people. Yeah, a lot of people are becoming savages and they're losing their way and all they care about is themselves. But they're still decent people. You just have to be selective, right? You just need to go out there and find them, right? You just need to reach out to them. There's still plenty of decent people. But just, I feel like the big message for Pisces this week is trust your fucking instinct. It doesn't lie, and it can save you a lot of misery when you listen to it. Enjoy your reading, and I'll speak to you soon.